Have you ever thought about using trading bots? I used Bitsgap in the last bull market and turned $1,000 into $50,000 within a 5-month period. I documented the whole process and put it in a playlist if you want to see that, along with other training videos and tutorials how to set bots up and make the most of the volatility of the crypto market. If you sign up with a link in the description, you'll get a 7 days free trial with no obligation to continue, and you can also use a demo account within Bitsgap so you don't have to risk your own capital. Bitsgap. Hello everybody, welcome back. So it does to me look like over the last few days that that we're looking for another powerful move. So I said that a couple of days ago. I was talking about Ethereum having a breakout. It seems to be breaking out still at the moment. We don't really have anything to dispute that. Moving back up towards the 2,145 resistance, which I assume this time is going to break. To be honest, it looks relatively powerful, I would say, as far as momentum is concerned, and reach. We've definitely got a lot of room to move on this if we were to go up, and I think we probably will. I mean, the daily's looking good, the 4 hourly is looking pretty good too. So back over to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is also doing the same thing. So you can view this in many ways, really. This sort of trend. We'd be looking at either an ascending triangle. Resistance, 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 support, support. Again, the support hasn't yet been tested. We can take it to a daily. You can see that the support being the Bollinger Band Center at the 21. It doesn't really matter which way you view it. The more times you push a resistance, the more likely it is to break, as is the same if you were to come down. The more times you hit a support, the more likely it is to break. So, looks like we're looking to break this on Bitcoin. Let's check the momentum on Bitcoin. It's still in a consolidation pattern, I would say, and the RSI does look like RSI, not RSA. What am I talking about? The RSI looks like it has formed a breakout at this stage now and sitting around 60, so plenty of room to move on this one. So Bitcoin and Ethereum obviously being the leaders of the pack, both brewing this move to push and break above the resistance. So this can be good for everybody. I think it's good to see that Ethereum's doing it too, and it's not just Bitcoin that's leading the pack. Ethereum's also doing the same thing, really. So with that, I would expect the entire market to do the same thing. And if that is the case, let's have a look at the markets. This is the total market cap too. So this is all altcoins, including Ethereum. And what are we looking at? Well, same old deal. So pushing the resistance, making another attempt, I would say, to come up and push it. Again, another RSI breakout, so breakout of momentum. It might not feel like it right now, but it is. Breakout of formation, breakout of momentum. So again, a very good, nice, constructive looking chart. Take this over to the weekly. It's interesting to note that despite the chaos of the entire bear market, altcoins never actually formed a weekly death cross. So with that, it does make it feel like this has basically been just one giant bullish accumulation after making effectively a higher low. Unbelievable, really, because everybody hates and has hated altcoins until recently, and they failed to recognize that actually this is a really bullish chart here on total market cap. This is extremely bullish. This is what you want to see. It's also very similar to what happened last time. Oh, altcoins, we love you. Oh my God, we hate you. Reaccumulation. We're avoiding a death cross. Altcoins, surprisingly, have never had a death cross on the weekly, despite the absolute carnage which takes place on altcoins with every single bear market. She's good. She's good. She's a higher high. She's a higher low. What's that mean? Well, it doesn't mean anything, but it does like point towards a higher high. So for those who are, I suppose, hodling, like myself, big hodler over here, buy, hold, stake. That's what we were saying, 6 months ago. Buy, hold, stake. Buy, hold, stake. This does point to a much bigger market cap for altcoins in general. Over, well, let's just say the next couple of years, we'll be looking for another peak on this one. And you know what that means for your balance, doesn't it? It means that the hodlers win again. So long as you're not hodling absolute piles of shite, you should be okay. So yeah, total market cap 2 looking good. Let's have a look at total market cap 3, which I haven't actually looked at in a while. I'm doing a live stream tonight for anyone who wants to join the Patreon. Right, so this is even better. So, screw you, Ethereum. We don't need you. We don't need you over here. So we've got the same setup. We've got the same breakout zone. We've got a more bullish chart. So it's more volatile because it obviously doesn't have the stability of something like Ethereum to, calm the market down, or calm the volatility down, if you can even say that, really, because Ethereum did a 10% move the other day, really. But yeah, same setup, just a little bit better. So it does point to a bigger move on altcoins in general, not just for Bitcoin breaking out, not just for Ethereum breaking out, but for everybody breaking out. We're looking to gain around 200 billion market cap just on all the other altcoins outside of Ethereum, which is a good look. Alright then, okay, interesting. What's Bitcoin dominance doing at the moment? Okay, so based on this daily, we're curling over a little bit still. I would say it's neither here nor there currently. We do want to see this 50 exponential get broken, 52.3. But currently we are seeing rejections on part of the itchy cloud. Sometimes that does happen. It is a moving average after all. But for the most part, we are looking to continue with this downside movement on the dominance chart. That actually does feel correct when you're looking at Ethereum and you're looking at the total market cap 3 and 2. And Bitcoin obviously wanted to break out. It does look like we're going to get this alt season 2.0. Alt season part 2, a dead cat bounce, whatever you want to call it. Altcoins should be going up, as far as I can tell, and we'll really get excited once this area is broken, closed below, and then rejected from. That would be the perfect scenario. We might not see exactly the perfect scenario. Perfect scenarios don't really exist. You know, there is no such thing as absolute perfection. But that's the kind of setup that would emphasize the alt season. And look, it's not going to be 2021 size alt season, but it would likely be pretty sweet. So we measured this out on total market cap 2, it's about a 40% gain. So you can imagine that some of these altcoins will continue to do 100%, 200% perhaps. But for the most part, 40% is what you'd be looking at across the board, spread out, because that's what the total market cap is looking to do. So something like Ethereum, 40% would be the top target. Something like super furry meme master Fox, Elon, Doge, Shib, Pepe coin, or whatever, whatever the new thing is, that might do 1,000,000%. Who knows? It depends on a lot of variables. No altcoin is created equal. Most of the time, if you see a huge, massive, super pump, it's largely a liquidity scenario. So these coins are new or whatever, or they're very popular, and somebody has tweeted, and all those sort of things. There are variables, but generally speaking, the total market cap of altcoins does point to a potential 40% move from the bottom, from where we are, from the breakout basically to the next major peak. And then in standard altcoin fashion, thou giveth, thou taketh away. That will just be, we'll see what happens. But let's remember, altcoins aren't always pumping all the time like we have got so accustomed to. They, for the most part, don't do that. But like I said, we look at the higher highs, the higher low structure on the total market cap 2 and 3, and what we see is higher highs, higher lows. Never death crossed, in fact. So actually, should be okay. Again, depends on what you're holding, but for the most part, should be okay. There is nothing more to say. It'll be interesting to look at individual altcoins, of course, and that's what we'll be doing this evening. So links for the Patreon in the description below. £7.50 a month, 2 live streams a week. You can't complain with that. It's good value. And so tonight we'll be looking at whatever it is that you guys want me to look at. Other than that, though, I hope you have a nice day. Good luck with all of this. I think it's relatively positive. I really think that the charts are constructive. Ethereum's chart is very good, and we're looking for a pump, and maybe a sustained pump that would take us to some new local highs, and maybe on some of these altcoins, ridiculous pumps. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.